Okay, we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome. I am Rishali Shade. I am product head, co-founder of Orange Slates. And first of all, I'll take this opportunity to thank you all once again for making LearnFest 2020 successful. Yes, it was
Super
India's,
successful.
yeah, super successful. That's true. And it is an honor to be here again to present something which is very interesting and very, very important for educators. We have with us today Ms. Gunjan. Hi, Gunjan.
Hi.
She's an instructional designer and she has experience of creating lot many courses, structure of courses for a lot of universities, organizations, and she's going to talk about a very, very important concept of why is it important to create ethical content. And as an educator, we create so many resources, right? We create resources day in day out, be it worksheets, be it questions, be it papers. Why is it important that as educators we should know what is plagiarism, what is ethical content creation, what is creative common, what is so much that is there. And yes, we are going to know more about how it is done, why it is done, and Gunjan is going to take us through this journey. Thank you so much, Gunjan. It's so happy, we are so happy to have you here.
Thank you. It's my pleasure and it's my passion to talk about ethics in education. Finally, हम तो सारे teachers हैं and that is what we teach our children. So थोड़ा सा
Absolutely.
हम भी try करें.
Absolutely. So,
Yeah.
first of all, I'll start with the very, very basic question. What is ethical content development? ये क्या है? मतलब ethical content development. What is it? And why is it important for teachers? If you can
Yeah,
throw
so
some
it
light.
is
Yeah.
very simple. It's nothing very different or new. It is just जो हम content बना रहे हैं. We are making worksheets. We are making question papers. Then हम बच्चों के लिए quiz बनाते हैं. इंटरनेट पर जाके Kahoot बनाते हैं. वो सब what it is our content. So why don't we give it our own name? And we give it our own name and share it with others. That is as
Ah,
simple as what ethical content is. Can you
oh,
see
that's
my
interesting.
screen? So I'll share my screen now.
Yes, yes, yes. We have. आप वो hide कर लीजिएगा नीचे जो आ रहा है ना उसको hide कर दीजिए बस.
Yeah, I have hidden.
That's it. Perfect. Thank
That's
you.
it. What is ethical content development? Nothing, simple. जो आप वर्कशीट बना रहे हैं, इज दैट ओरिजिनल? आई एम नॉट सेइंग दैट इट हैज टू बी वेरी ओरिजिनल. आप ऑब्वियसली आपने बहुत सारी पढ़ाई करी है, बीएड किया है, एमएड किया है, उतना पढ़ाई आपका है. सो इज योर कंटेंट ओरिजिनल? आपने खुद लिखा है जो आप या जहाँ से आपने इंफॉर्मेशन लिए वो ऑब्जेक्टिव है. Sometimes you have internet has become so potent. You have lot of political agendas and other. So is your site which we have used authentic? Especially some sites like Wikipedia, some Wiki Commons, जहाँ पे सब लोग कुछ भी डाल सकते हैं. So you avoid using sites like that. You use sites which are from universities या कुछ published हैं. So those are authentic resources. Are your resources updated? ना कोई आर्टिकल लिखा हुआ है 2002 में और हम मुझे अगर आज यूज कर रहे हैं तो is it updated? Has somebody gone and changed the numbers data in it? क्योंकि 2002 में जो हुआ था अभी वहां से काफी चेंज हो गया है. So as simple as these you have to look at. Do the resources which you have. Sometimes आप एक कोई पेपर पढ़ते हैं, नीचे बहुत सारे लिंक्स रहते हैं और रेफरेंस बुक्स रहते हैं. उस टाइप के पेपर्स आर वेरी गुड बिकॉज दैट ऑथर इज ऑल्सो डन लॉट ऑफ रिसर्च ऑन इट. और क्या पता उन्हीं के लिंक्स में जाके आपको और इन्फॉर्मेशन मिल जाए. एज सिंपल एज दिस. एंड हैव यू गिवन ड्यू क्रेडिट टू क्रिएटर्स? आप कोई वेबसाइट में गए, आपको आर्टिकल अच्छा लगा, यू हैव पुट इट ऑन योर पीपीटी, देन पुट इट एंड पुट द नेम दैट image source or article source and copy paste. As simple as that.
Okay, that's pretty easy actually, right? That it's
Yeah,
just either give credit or
yes. Or
check if the
use,
information is correct. Interesting.
yeah, either give credit or see that your article is from a good place. That's it. That is ethical content.
Okay, that's very simply put, Gunjan. Thank you. Okay,
Thank you.
so when you say that I can use somebody else's content, so is a question that can I use content from internet? Because, like you said, internet can have sites which I don't know whether it will give correct information or not. So, can do you think we can use content from internet as teachers? Can we use content from internet?
Obviously, there's the people have put content on internet so that we can use it, right? हम भी अगर कुछ articles जा रहे हैं, if you are writing a blog, we want others to read it. So obviously you can use. So there is something, a term called fair usage of resources in education. So you can use a resource for research. Actual NEP also has put lot of stress on research. So you will be doing action research, maybe not now, down the line, maybe it will become part of our jobs. So when you're doing research, you will have to go to the net and find. When you're critiquing somebody, especially English teachers, so are into critiquing poems, essays, articles. Obviously, you can do it. You're doing private study. बच्चे पढ़ रहे हैं या आप पढ़ रहे हैं, obviously you can use internet resources. Internet हो या books हो, it's not, doesn't matter. Those same books are on net now, which were in the library. So agar especially news people, they are allowed to use any resource, law. Obviously it has to be non commercial. अगर आप कोई किसी का सामान यूज कर रहे हैं, you cannot sell it on your name. That is the only bottom line. So
Okay, that's great. So you mean we can use it, but these are the fair usage points that we
terms,
need to remember.
yes.
Okay, great. Uh, okay, so are there any tools that we can, we can get to know whom to give credit? So suppose I found a resource, but I don't know whom to give credit for this. Are there any
True, there
tools
are.
how to find it? Yeah, if you can throw some
Yeah.
light on that.
So there are. So there is something on a citation. तो citation होता क्या है? आपने सुना है bibliography. आजकल हम बच्चों को बोलते हैं, when you do projects, you write a small bibliography in it. तो bibliography होता क्या है? It is just author's name, the title of the book or the article, then publication data. So sometimes it's an Oxford book. So you write, the publisher is Oxford, and the year of publication. That is citation. पर ऐसा कुछ हम लोग को लगता है साइटेशन क्या है, तो इतना कुछ डिफिकल्ट नहीं है. आप अगर इंटरनेट पे जाओ एंड फॉर एग्जांपल यू गो फॉर अ, यू सी अ आर्टिकल, ये है इफेक्टिव डोमेन का आर्टिकल, राइट, ऑफ ब्लूम्स. सो अगेन आई हैव स्पेशली चोजन दिस बिकॉज इसमें ना कहीं पे किसी भी ऑथर का नाम नहीं लिखा है. सी, सो यू आर कंफ्यूज, अरे मैं किसको दूं. So simple. There are so many. There is a tool called Google Scholar. आप Google Scholar में जाएं, ये वाली पूरी कॉपी पेस्ट कर लें जहाँ पे भी आपने आर्टिकल मिला है, एंड जस्ट पुट इट देयर. गूगल स्कॉलर विल सर्च फॉर यू. तो ये वाला आर्टिकल गूगल स्कॉलर को भी नहीं पता. तो अब क्या करें? So there are so many books on Bloom's taxonomy. So you can actually go here and say cite. There are many different, styles of citation available. For us who are teachers, mostly we use MLA and APA. APA stand for American Psychological Association, and MLA is another one. So mostly we use APA. And so इसको आप कुछ भी नहीं करिए, क्लिक करिए, कॉपी कीजिए और अपने आर्टिकल के नीचे पोस्ट कर दीजिए कि आई टुक रेफरेंस इज दिस. अनदर वे इज, जैसे मैंने बोला था ये वाला, यू कुंट फाइंड इट एनी ऑन गूगल स्कॉलर. सो आप क्या करें? देर इज देर आर सो मेनी साइट्स हु विल हेल्प यू साइट. So there is cite this for me, there is citation machine, there is bibme. So I'll show you just one. So there is cite this for me. उसमें आप website choose कीजिए. You just click on the website, put the website name and say search. See, it has searched all the articles available, and you just say site. So उनको ऑथर नेम नहीं मिला. दैट्स ओके, हमें पता है ऑथर नेम नहीं है, तो ऑथर इज द पीक परफॉर्मेंस सेंटर. तो वी कैन ऑलवेज गो एंड राइट द पीक परफॉर्मेंस सेंटर. दैट्स इट. एंड फिर हम बोले कंप्लीट साइटेशन. सी इट हैज मेक द bibliography for you. It says anon because the site only has not mentioned any author, obviously. So it's mentioned anon. तो ये in text में आपको करना है तो आप in text ऐसे यूज करिए. आपको end bibliography देना है तो you just need to copy it and do it. It's as simple as this.
So I have just mentioned this for our viewers. Cite this for me is one of the tools that you have shared, right?
Yeah. And
Okay,
there is
amazing.
citation machine also, bibme also. Now another one thing is हम लोग as teachers we use lot of images. For example, अभी हम ही एक कोई इमेज यूज करते हैं, चलो ब्लूम्स टैक्सोनॉमी पे. When you go to images, there's so many beautiful images, and now you want to put some image. So आप image पे click कीजिए, do a right click, तो आपको यहाँ पे आएगा copy image address. You just copy this image address, और जहाँ पे भी आपने इमेज ली है वहाँ पे इमेज सोर्स करके पेस्ट कर दीजिए. सी देखिए आपकी इमेज का वो पूरा आ गया. यू जस्ट हैव टू राइट इमेज सोर्स इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू. सो जो भी इमेज है आप उसके नीचे ये दिस इज टू बिग अ फॉन्ट, यू कैन ऑलवेज रिड्यूस द फॉन्ट. सो किसी को वो इमेज यूज करनी है, दे कैन यूज द इमेज एंड यू आर गिविंग प्रॉपर क्रेडिट टू जिसने भी वो इमेज बनाई है. कोई तो क्रिएटर था.
Yeah, and we have seen this in newspapers as well, right? People add this image
Yeah.
source,
Yeah.
and that's interesting. Yeah, and it's
आपने
easy
न्यूज़पेपर,
also.
yeah, easy also. So
Very
Google Baba has given us all the tools.
absolutely, Google Baba ki jai.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So when you say that as a teacher, I can use resources from internet. As a teacher, I should actually use because so much of content is available online, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And there is a lot of buzzwords about open educational resources. If you can
Yeah.
throw some light on OER as we call it. Yeah.
So yeah, we call it OER in academic terms. So these are basically free and open education resources where where you can actually go and refer and use them as it is. You know,
Okay.
it for example, I am a teacher. I've made one lesson plan and I feel I've done this lesson and I believe my lesson plan is really good and I would want all the other teachers to share it. So I go and there's so many free educational resources site and post it there. Open, for example, OpenStax is one, OER Commons is one, Wikipedia is one common, but there is more. There are small wikis also which are more authentic. So
Yeah.
आपने उसमें डाला है. So these are all free open resources. So there are I have given some of them like Jamendo, then there is Europea. If you want, I can open one and show. So there's so many of them, and for teachers especially, now the world is so big. You can just see there is music here. It's called royalty free music for commercial use. So from music to photos to articles, everything is available openly. OER Commons is also a very good one. Open Stacks is also very good one for teachers. So you will get lot of material there which is commonly used. See, it says discover learning materials in an open way. आपको टेक्स्ट बुक्स चाहिए, आपको you want lesson plans, everything is available free of cost and for different subjects. So you can see biology here, there's business ethics, there's calculus, there's so much. सिमिलरली ऐसे ही
Very
फ्री इमेजेस
interesting.
के लिए होता है. देर इज फ्लैट आइकन एंड लाउन प्रोजेक्ट हैव मोस्टली आइकन्स. बट आपको
Hmm.
इमेजेस चाहिए तो देर इज पिक्साबे, देर इज बर्स, शॉपिफाई, देर सो मच. So we will post these resources to you, and you can always, just go and discover more of them. And if you can find more, share with us.
Absolutely. You can always share. So, of course, the chat will remain live, or you can, if you find any interesting open education resource, you can always tag Orange Slates and let us know so that we can also pass it on to other educators.
So open
Absolutely.
education resources is such a vast area. Can you need another session for it? So,
I
but
think
we
that's
just,
a good topic to have for Insta
yeah,
Live or a Facebook Live. Great.
yeah. So
Great.
we just wanted to, make you know that there are things available on the net, and you need not buy everything. So that was the reason of putting it here.
So, open education resource, can I use it without giving any credit? Can I just use it in my classroom just like that?
Ideally, you should give credit. Why will you not give credit unless the person says?
Okay.
So sometimes,
Understood.
the some people say that I don't want credit. I'm satisfied so much with my work. I've done such nice work. I don't even want credit for it. So, for example, common things like the sun is shining or the sun rises in east. Nobody's written it. It's common. So you don't need to cite that. But
Got
mostly,
it.
if somebody has done the mehnat of putting something there or writing something, why not give them credit?
Actually, yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so my last question. If I want to put my work to the world, okay, what can I do about it?
So there are copyright and intellectual right licenses available in your country. So generally क्या होता है, we file for a patent, and then we say कि ये हमारा brand है और ये हमारा patent है, and then this. But obviously as teachers we don't want to get into this. हम लोग को लॉयर्स के पास जाना नहीं है, बट जस्ट टू एक्सप्लेन देर इज समथिंग नोन एज इंटेलेक्चुअल राइट्स एंड समथिंग नोन एज कॉपीराइट. कॉपीराइट आर बेसिकली टैंजिबल क्रिएशंस. फॉर एग्जाम्पल आपने आर्टिकल रखा है या किसी ने कुछ बर्ड डिस्कवर किया है, दैट इज अ कॉपीराइट.
Okay.
Intellectual right is also an idea, so it is tangible and intangible. But obviously as teachers we don't want to go to a lawyer and copyright our work. भाई इतनी मेहनत कौन करेगा? So now there is this, whole movement of open source license, which is available online. So there are basically six kind of license which are available in very combination. तो मैं आपको basic combinations बता देती हूँ. So one is buy license. Buy license कि मुझे credit दो. That's it. It is as simple. Buy licenses, give me a credit. Essay licenses, share alike. For example, I have given a buy license to my article, and you want to share my article with somebody else, you share it, but on the same terms.
Okay.
And there is non-derivatives means don't make any changes. There are some people who say कि भाई my article is very good, but if you can improve it, do improve it.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
then you can change that article, you have to change that lesson plan. So
Hmm.
then you don't give an ND. But if you say ki nahi, my lesson plan is perfect. I don't want anybody to touch it and tamper it and make it more confused. Then I will use a ND license. Use it as it is. And the
Hmm.
final is non-commercial. Is don't sell my work to anybody.
Okay.
So and
As a teacher, which is the one that we, come across very often?
So the most common is CC buy an essay, but basically give me credit and share my work on the same terms. So मैंने
Okay.
अगर article, I have put an article on the net, you can share my article to everybody else, but on the same terms.
Okay.
So
Understood.
now,
Understood.
हम so we think कि why it's so tough no to make a license. It's actually not very tough. You just go now तो इतना simple हो गया. For example, you have made a lesson plan and you want to license it, or you've written an article, you want to license it. So what do? You just go here and say, do you know what license are you need? भाई हमें license का कुछ idea नहीं. I say no, I don't know what license I need. It will say next. Then it will say, do I have authority to create a license to my work? Obviously I have. Have I read and understand the terms of license? So you go and read what Creative Commons is, and I understand that it is not revocable, and just you say next. Then it will ask you, are you use uh, are you using do you use want attribution for your own work? Obviously, people want, I want to give credit.
Yeah.
Then do you want to allow others to use your work commercially? So I don't want people to sell my lesson plan, no, so I say no.
Yeah.
Some people are okay with it.
Right. Right.
Do you want to others to remix or adapt your or build? So आपका license, for example, आपने lesson plan बनाया, do you want other people to improve it? You say yes. So if you say yes, then people can change your lesson plan. Then you say next. Then do you want to allow others to share adaptations? Do you want people to share your work? Or अगर somebody has made changes to your work, do you want them to share? You said obviously you want to share. Finally basic work तो मेरा है. Then I can write a title to my work. For example, I made lesson plan on plants, समझो. Then my name is, समझो, Rushali has written this.
Acha.
Then she can, if she has link, she can always give link to that work, and she created in 22. And you say done. See, you're already, they have made a license for you. You just have
Okay.
to copy it. You go wherever your lesson plan is, and just paste it. आपका license paste हो गया. See,
Okay.
lesson plan is made by Rishali for license under these terms. It is as simple as that.
Oh, that's very interesting. So I think this can
Very
be used
cool.
by schools as well, right? Because if
Yes.
schools also create a lot of content, so will it be usable for
Yes.
them?
Yes, yes. Anybody can use it. Any organization, any teacher, any if creator. You have created a nice painting, you can license your painting. Nobody's stopping you, and it is so easy.
Interesting, very interesting. So teachers can do their question papers, their worksheets, something very interesting. So they can share with the world also, and they also get due credit.
Yeah. So now you know what? Even we are co-creating content with students. Abhi itna because of hybrid and because of lockdown situation, all children are creating Padlet, and all. You can actually create licenses as a group. And children will be so happy if you tell them, ki, "Ma'am, see, I have created one copyrighted work." Just imagine the happiness of the kids जब उनके नीचे लिखा आएगा कि दिस इज क्रिएटेड बाय these students.
Right, absolutely. They will love it so much. And again,
Yeah,
it will be shown to the, it will be used by the world. And
true,
it's so nice to work in this collaboration.
true. So
Right.
basically, in the end, I would just like to wrap it up by saying that basically you have to voice your opinion. So and you have to read extensively, use appropriate words to develop your own writing style. That is the crux of ethical content development, I think.
Great, great. Gunjan, it's such a pleasure to, listen to this. And it's just that it's simple and it's not something that we can't do. It's something that we did not know that we had to do. I'll just
True.
remove this here. And I think that was stopping us from doing it. But now with you showing us it's so simple, just mention, just find, mention, copy. That's it.
That's it.
Great.
So
Thank you
what
so much,
happens
Gunjan.
in when we are
Yeah,
doing our B.Ed or M.Ed, हमें when we are doing so much research, हमको सिखाया जाता है कि ऐसे cite करना है, ये करना है. We get so confused.
right,
So
right.
it's actually very simple,
I
and
think this
all
is
of us are
great.
actually doing it. So
Yeah,
I've
we
seen
are
so
doing
many
so much of
teachers.
work. Yeah, yeah. So many teachers doing such a great work. In fact, we have our trainers as well who actually create activities, create content, and this is going to help them to, of course, showcase it to the world and keep their content as their own.
Yes, true. So that is
Awesome.
the whole idea, and I've seen so many teachers' works already, and they write image sources and they write. So it's and now we are asking children to write bibliography, which is so great.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a good practice that students will also learn this. It'll help them in their research. And it always
True.
helps, and they know that it's right to appreciate others' work and mention that it's somebody else's work.
True.
Great.
So we
Yes,
can take more
Miss.
questions if there are any.
Yeah, there's one that Miss Shaila, you missed the start. No worries. It's going to be there on Facebook, and we are also going to upload it on our YouTube channel. YouTube channel is Orange Slates. Learn with Orange Slates. We'll share the link here as well. I'll just share it. Don't worry. 1 second. Give me one moment. Hmm. Yeah, so we'll be uploading it here. You can always subscribe to this channel so that you will be receiving all the updates when we upload something interesting and something nice. So yes, we thank you so much first of all, Gunjan. This is very very
Oh, my
important.
pleasure.
It's very important for our educators, for our students, for our schools, and yes. Of course, we'll be sharing all the links as well. We'll be pasting it in the chat in a while, and also when we upload it on YouTube, you will be receiving those links, so you can have it with you and you can refer to it. And again, if you find something interesting, do paste us, let us know, tag Orange States, and of course we'll be sharing it with the world with giving by giving you due credit, right, Gunjan?
Yes. So Shaila has a question. She
Yeah.
says, even if you paste the copyright, can't this be removed? Obviously, there are now so many ways people can remove your copyright. Even if you make, watermarks of your brand. But the idea is, we believe most educators want to give credit. It's not that, nobody wants to steal stuff, mostly. Unless there is, one or two elements who want to do it. So if you just put that license, it is that whole movement. People now know what Creative Commons is, what CC BY is. So it is just gives you so much credibility. So there'll be 1-2% people who are like that.
Yeah, yeah. See, India is I don't know whether I should say this here, but it's Jugaad is our second name, right? We
Yeah.
do Jugaad for everything. And how to keep our content protected is something that I think we learned today about the ways in which we can file for copyright. If I
So
use
the
the right term,
easiest way to
Gunjan.
protect, I feel the easiest way to protect your content is make a PDF of it. So PDF
Yeah.
में कम chances होते हैं. People can't edit so much. There are people who can
Yeah.
do that also. Yeah, I can see Rushali's face.
Yeah, yeah. No worries. No, but you're right. I think it's more of how you take it up. As educators, we teach our children all moral values. So as an educator, it's always good to give credit. It's always good when somebody gives you credit. So I think that's a practice that we all should start. And it's a great start today where we learned about how to give credit, how to find the right owner, and how to mention it in the document. I think this is great. With
Thank
this,
you.
we come to an end of our Facebook Live. We have amazing programs coming up with Orange Slates this week. Tomorrow, we have a session on empathy as a teacher, how you can empathize in your classroom. Also, we have a very, very interesting program or a course. It's a long term course coming up where it's going to be about how you can learn about augmented reality, deep learning, immersive learning in collaboration with 3D Bear. It's an augmented reality app. It's going to start on 21st of January, and we are also going to have trainers from Finland where who have the best in education system. They're going to teach us about strategies and tools that helps in deep learning and how you can use augmented reality in the classroom. So yes, thank you so much, Gunjan, and thank you so much, dear participants.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much, everybody.
Take
We are
care.
here
Bye
to
bye.
help you.
Always there to help. Thank you.